All right, what's up, everybody? It's Haven Bets, and we got UFC 324, Gaethje versus Pimblett. We got 6 weeks off. This is my first UFC breakdown, so let's get it going. I'm going to be breaking down the full card. I will have a parlay, and then once we get to that leg of the parlay, I will let you know, and we will run through the whole card. So let's go. First fight, we got Adam Puget versus Ty Miller. Kind of a boring fight to start off, but Adam Puget is a decent fighter. He's old. He's 37, and Ty Miller, 25. So we already got the age difference. Younger fighter versus older fighter. 6-0, 10-5. Ty Miller 6-0. Adam Puget 10-5. I have no bet for this one. Should be a nice start to the fight. Next fight, we got Ricky Turcios and Cameron Smotherman. No bet on this one. Ricky Turcios is definitely probably on his way out, especially if he loses. Cameron Smotherman, he can be a little flat-footed, I think. His last couple of fights I've seen, he's just he stands, walks in front, doesn't really do much. Again, no bet on this fight. So our next fight, we got some heavyweights. We have Josh Holkett. He will be the first leg of the parlay against Denzel Freeman. Josh Holkett, he is definitely a character. If you haven't seen his fights or his on the mic antics, some hate him, some love him. I'm a little in between. I think he's a good character to have into the UFC, and that is why I think he will win this fight. Well, that's not the only reason why, but this is definitely a setup fight for him, I think. So yeah, he is the first leg. Now, second fight, we got Michael Johnson, Alexander Hernandez. Good fight. I think they got it as like a pick'em. Let's see, check UFC on DraftKings. What are the odds for this one? Yeah, Michael Johnson plus 130, Alexander Hernandez minus 155. Alexander Hernandez, whenever he's on like a good skid, he just falls. And I feel like this might be where he falls. But to a 39-year-old, I don't know. He probably doesn't. Stay away, watch. It'll be a good fight. Next fight. This is one I want to talk about. Charles Johnson, Alex Perez. Charles Johnson will be the second leg of the parlay. So let me add that. Josh Holkett and then Charles Johnson. So we got 2 legs so far. So anyways, Alex Perez, nice fighter. Let's check his Tapology. His last few fights, he has, well, all right, hang on. Before I even talk about that. His last fight, Asu Asambayev, he lost by guillotine. Then he lost to Tatsuro Taira. Whatever. It was that knee injury. He was like posted on it weird. Tatsuro was, and he just kind of like fell back. But before that, he did beat Mathis Nikolai, right hook, by knockout. But after that, his last win, you have to go all the way back to July 6th of 2020. That's ridiculous. He has no heart in this at all. I know he kept canceling fights and all this, and it's just ridiculous. Charles Energy Johnson gonna win probably by KO round 3. He will be the second leg to the parlay. So now let's go on to the next fight. We got Nikolai Kryov and Modestas Bukauskas. I don't really have a lot to say about this fight. I'm going to be completely honest with you. if I had to guess, Krylov, or not Krylov, Modestas Bukauskas. I think he's coming off of some knockout wins, I believe. Yeah, Paul Craig, Ion Kutilab. Okay. Not a lot to say about that. Sorry that this is probably not the best breakdown, but I'm just trying to fastly get through the card and pick out my parlays, or my parlay legs. Sorry, again, just butchering everything. All right, next fight we got Atiba Gutierrez and Andrei Putilov. Sorry, this is a lot harder to pronounce their names on camera. Atiba, whatever his name is gonna fucking kill him. Second round, third round knockout. That's gonna be fun. Then we got Umar Nurmagomedov and Davidson Figueiredo. I do not think that. I think it's very disrespectful that Davidson Figueiredo is this much of an underdog, but it's Umar. He needs to prove a point that he is next in line for gold, and to do that, I think he needs to take him out. So Umar inside the distance. Now for the third leg of the parlay, I honestly don't even like this guy. I think he is a cringe fighter. I think he does a lot of things that I don't like in the UFC. One, that like 6-minute walkout that he does, that's ridiculous. Barking, that's kind of ridiculous. But he does knock motherfuckers out, and he comes to fight. And I think that's exactly what he's going to do to Arnold Allen coming off of his... After Gene Silva is coming off of his knockout loss from Diego Lopes. So Gene Silva, he is the next leg of the parlay. So right now, the parlay, we're sitting at plus 207. And there's one more leg to go. But next, we got Natalia Silva and Rose Namajunas. Natalia Silva, she's a track star. She's gonna run around the whole canvas in a circle, run around and shoot in, try to, leg kicks, little jab here, jump out. I think this is the most boring fight on the card. And then we got Waldo Cortez Acosta and Derek Lewis. This is gonna be a great fight. I wonder if they have odds for I wonder what the odds are for just like the fight to end in a knockout. Exact method of victory: KO, TKO minus 275. Yeah. So one of them's getting knocked out. I'm a fan favorite of Derek Lewis. So hopefully it's not Derek Lewis. Now for the co-main fight is the last leg of the parlay. We have Sean O'Malley versus Song Yadong. And I have to take O'Malley. He is the last leg of the parlay. So let's get back to that. I think he needs this one. He knows he needs this one. Song Yadong, anytime he gets a step up in competition, he just kind of falls short. I feel like at the end of this fight, it's going to a decision, and Song Yadong is going to be like pieced up, probably eyes swollen shut. He's going to probably look a little bad. Now for the last fight, the lightweight interim title fight. So stupid, but I got Patty. Patty inside the distance. Justin Gaethje, he's been kind of talking about being out for a couple years now. I remember, I can't remember what fight it was. Brain farting right now. But go do his Tapology real quick. But he was talking about like, oh man, if I don't get this one, I'm probably it. And that was like 2 years ago. I think that was Chandler Oliveira. I think it might have been that Oliveira fight. Yeah, the Oliveira fight. UFC 274. And he lost that one. And then Fiziev. And then I think he's out. I think after this fight, I think Paddy Pimblett retires Justin Gaethje. And this will be the last time we see Justin Gaethje in the UFC. So that's a little breakdown. I know it was probably really horrible to get through, but we have a 4-pick parlay. We have let me get to it. We have Josh Holkett, Charles Johnson, Gene Silva, and Sean O'Malley, and that goes out to plus 357. So I'm placing that right now. Thank you for watching, and tune in next week.